All right, I think I'm going to be pretty quiet for this one. Just keeping it to following the checklists and trying to navigate to this new destination. Haven't been here before, so not really familiar with the flight plan. So we'll see what happens. Let's head in. Gear down 3 greens. Aft overhead indications 3 greens check. Flaps are up. Flap indication is up. Check. Fire test. Test left 2 orange. Check. Test right. Lights, illumination, bells. Lights, check. Test squibs 3 green on left. 3 green on right. Check. Manual gear extension is down. Check. Circuit breakers. No white collars. Check. Emergency ropes are stowed. Check. Flight recorder. Check. Mach airspeed warning 1 and 2. Check. IRSs to nav. Lights. Check. Alright. Get the data. OFP, our block fuel, should be around 249-ish. I'm gonna get GSX to request the fuel truck for us. 25 is good. Okay. Let's get our passengers started. And we'll get our door open. Let's get our information. It's going to be on ATIS is 124.05.
Niner Zulu. Wind variable. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 5,000. Few clouds at 20,000. Temperature 35. 2.20. Altimeter 2984. Landing runway 08 left. 08 right. 09er. Departing runway 09er. 15 left. 15 right. Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel. George Bush Intercontinental H Airport Information Hotel. 2119 Zulu. Wind variable. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 5,000. Few clouds at 20,000.
Clearance United 7262, ready to pick up IFR clearance to Newark. Did it not hear me? Clearance United 7262, request IFR clearance to Newark. There we go.
United 7262 Houston clearance cleared to Newark Liberty Airport. Lyric 8 departure with the ORTH transition, then is filed, maintain 4000, departure frequency 132.25, squawk 4502.
Cleared to Newark Liberty Airport, Lyric 8 departure with ORTH transition, then is filed, maintain 4000, departure frequency 132.25, squawk 4502, United 7262.
United 7262, read back correct, contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground on 121.7 will contact for pushback and engine start. United 7262. All right. We are departure is 132.25 squawk 502. Maintain 4000. Let's go ahead and get boarding requested. We need to check our weights. Should be 131.5. Alright. Our information, and now we need to wait for the IRSs to finish aligning. Finished. Left GPS. Page back. Alright, our route. Origin's gonna be IAH, then 2K EWR. And we are United 7262. So for our departure, it's going to be the Lyric 8 departure from runway 15 left. With the orth transition. And we're going to activate. And we go back to departures and arrivals, and we are planning on the 22 left ILS with, what are we doing? Bill B04 with possibly GVE transition. Let's make sure we get this synchronized. Alright, so from Orth, we're going to go direct to Cram. So CRAMM. Then direct to Hitman. then we're going to follow Q34 to GBE. So let's type, I think we type Q34. And we stick it over here across from GBE. No. So I think first we got to move GBE up. So we'll click there and bring that up. And now we'll change that direct to Q34. There we go. So I think that looks correct. And we have no discontinuities, so we're going to hit execute. Well, we can check the MCP real quick. So I'm going to switch on our EFIS to plan. Uh-oh, my EFIS is not responding. Spad.next. What is wrong? Well, that's a problem. Let's restart Spad.next and see if it will respond. There we go. Now the EFIS is being recognized. All right, let's go back. Doing a little ATC update in the background here. All right, now let's. All right, plan. Let's zoom out quite a bit. So let's see if I can get us a good view. Okay, let's go to the legs page. Zoom in a little bit. And I'm going to pull up our chart plan so we can follow along.
beyond ATC connected.
Alright. And I'm going to step through using the steps key. So KNTKY, PD, Darter, music, Calvin, Velcro, enjoy, lyric, fourth, cram,
United 7262 wind check.
Wind variable.
United 7262 radio check.
United 7262 5x5.
Congo, Niels, Sitter, Asper, Denny, Malls, GVE, Paleo, Merper, DQO, Steffi, Santo, E, think we selected T2 left. Alright, I don't know when I switched back to experimental, or from experimental back to early access on Beyond ATC, I think it messed up the AI traffic, so I don't know if we're gonna have traffic for this flight, but we can look outside. Yeah, we got some, but I just don't hear them making any calls. Alright, so we've checked.
Frontier Flight 2399.
Look at that.
Taxi to
I guess I had to look at them to make them exist. Alright.
Flight 2399, gate Alpha 11 taxi.
So we're going to execute
Sierra Bravo,
and
Sierra Foxtrot, November Bravo,
do
November
our
Golf,
performance.
Gate Alpha 11 taxi via Sierra Juliet, Sierra Bravo, Sierra Foxtrot, November Bravo, November Golf, apron, Frontier Flight 2399.
Performance information, going to be a cost index of 57 right there, and our reserves plus alternate is 5.3. Our zero fuel weight, we can just double tap the key next to it to auto import that. And then our cruising altitude is going to be 350, so FL 350. And our cruise wind should be from top of climb. 286/061. Oops. It looks like I erased or I never input my FL 350. No. 286/061. And we execute. Our transition altitude is 18,000 feet. Execute. Alright, in one limit, we need to go over to the pad inside here to do our calculation. Flaps 5. We need a select temperature of 49, and we're going to use TO. So 49 TO is already selected. And now we can go to our takeoff. We're going to double click next to CG to input that, and we'll put flaps 5. And so We've got 145, 147, 151. 145, 147, 151. So let's input those V speeds because they match. And we are good there. Let's make sure we set our takeoff V2 speed. You know, I better go back and just double check the clearance since I did restart beyond ATC just to make sure. We'll go back. Clearance United 7262, request IFR clearance to Newark Liberty.
United 7262, Houston clearance cleared to Newark Liberty Airport, Lyric 8 departure with the ORTH transition then is filed. Maintain 4000, departure frequency 1 tree, 2.25, squawk 1 tree, 5 tree.
Squawk code changed. Cleared to Newark Liberty Airport, Lyric 8 departure with ORTH transition then is filed. Maintain 4000, departure frequency 132.25, squawk 1353, United 7262.
United 7262, read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground on 121.7 will contact for pushback or engine start, United 7262. What's on the other frequency? Let's pick up the ATIS information again.
Activity in vicinity of airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Sierra.
Sierra.
George Bush Intercontinental H Airport information, Sierra. 2139 Zulu. Wind variable. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 5,000. Few clouds at 20,000. Temperature 35. 2.20. Altimeter 2984. Landing runway 08 left, 08 right, 09er.
Okay. 29er8.
United 1503, request taxi to company gate.
29er84. Alright.
United 1503, gate Charlie 45 taxi via Sierra Juliet, Sierra Alpha, Sierra Charlie, Romeo Bravo, apron. Gate Charlie 45 taxi via Sierra Juliet, Sierra Alpha, Sierra Charlie, Romeo Bravo, apron, United 1503.
We also need to set our trim. Five. That information is correct. Acceleration height's 1500. All right. We're done with that. Let's go back to the overhead. I'm going to put this back on map. Yaw damper Nav switches are normal. Fuel pumps are all of them going to be on since we do have fuel in the center tanks this time. Do our crossfeed valve check is good. AC monitors as required. Galley power is going to be on. Circuit breakers are normal. Emergency exit lights on. Seatbelt lights. No smoking lights going to be on. Seatbelt sign going to turn on. Wipers are in park. Window heats on. Probe heats are off. Anti-ice is off. Hydraulic pumps all on. Alright, trim air needs to be on. Recirc fans are auto. Packs are going to be both auto.
Heavy at gate 7. Request pushback.
Isolation valve is open.
Speedbird 8-1, Victor Heavy, Houston ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Engine bleeds.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east. Speedbird 8-1, Victor Heavy.
Engine bleeds are on. APU bleed is off. Altitude we need to set to 350. And we need our landing altitude for the airport. Let's see if I can find that. $17 feet. Leave it at 0. Pressurization mode is auto. Lights are on as required, so logo we don't need because it's daytime. Wheel well, we don't need position, we need to go to steady.
Speedbird 8-1 Victor Heavy, ready to taxi to the active.
And let's go ahead and start that APU.
Speedbird 8-1, Victor Heavy, runway 9er taxi via Sierra Foxtrot, Sierra Alpha, Sierra Charlie.
Runway 9er taxi via Sierra Foxtrot, Sierra Alpha, Sierra Charlie.
Wait for the EGT rise.
Heavy.
And then we need to wait 1 minute before turning the APU bleed on. So we'll go back here and we need to make sure we set our runway heading in. Here is going to be 149 for runway 15 left. Altitude, we were cleared to 4,000. And we're going to turn our flight directors on left first. We set our QNH already, and I'm going to set this up with terrain, position, data. Auto brake needs to be set to RTO. MFD, we need to go to system and check our hydraulic pressures. They look good. So now we go to engine, and we can double check our parking brake is set, our speed brake is down, and we're going to advance the throttles and check for a horn. Good. Start levers are cut off. Have to work on Spad.next to get the jitter out of there. In fact, we can do that right now.
Speedbird 81 Victor Heavy. Contact Houston Tower 135.15.
Over to Tower 135.15. Speedbird 81 Victor Heavy. Have a good one.
All right. Start switches are off. Transponder. We need to set to our squawk code, which was 1353. And we need to leave it on standby. Rudder trim and aileron is green 0. Surface chocks are still on. We need to go turn our bleed air on since it's been on. And we can also switch the bus to the APU. All right. Safety inspection checklist. Surface and chocks are checked. Maintenance status checked. Batteries on. Hydraulic pumps are on. Landing gear lever is down. Ship's library is checked. So we just did the before start checklist, which is APU generators both on. Parking brake is set. Ground power remove. Doors closed. Jetway, we need to disconnect. Chocks need to be removed. Ground United 7262, request pushback and engine start.
United 7262, Houston ground, pushback approved, face north.
Pushback approved, face north.
United 1832, request taxi to allocated gate.
Okay, before start
checklist. Gate Echo
checklist.
21 taxi via Sierra Juliet, Sierra Bravo, Sierra Charlie, Romeo Bravo, apron.
IRS's are nav,
Echo
gear
21
pins
taxi via Sierra
are
Juliet,
removed,
Sierra Bravo,
lights
Sierra
checked,
Charlie,
yaw
Romeo
damper
Bravo, apron, United
is
1832.
on, nav switches are normal, fuel is checked, cabin utility powers on, Emergency exit lights are on. Fasten seatbelts are on. Window heat's on. Air conditioner pressure is good. Release parking brakes for push. Brakes, hydraulics, pressurization mode, auto, instruments cross-checked, auto brakes, RTO. Speed brake, parking brake set. Alright, let's get the second engine started.
United 527, request taxi to allocated gate.
United 527, gate Echo 1 taxi via Sierra Juliet, Sierra Bravo, Sierra Charlie, Romeo Bravo, apron.
You need to set the
Gate Echo
transponder
1
to
taxi via Sierra Juliet, Sierra Bravo, Sierra Charlie, Romeo Bravo, apron, United 527.
oops. We forgot. Packs need to be off. Set and stand by. Alt off. Alright, good engine start on 1. Now we need to start engine. Sorry, good start on engine 2. Now start engine 1. And we also should be turning on our anti-collision light. Alright. Now we need to switch over to the engine generators. Turn the packs back on. And turn the APU off.
Delta 1217, gate 12, request pushback and engine start.
Delta 1217, Houston
Start
ground,
switches to
pushback
continuous,
approved, face north.
probe heat on.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face north. Delta 1217.
Anti-ice as required. Packs both auto APU bleed off. Isolation valve auto. Flaps set. Head flaps 5.
Air France 695 Juliet Heavy, Gate 11,
Stab trim is
pushback and
checked.
engine
Start levers, idle detent flight controls
Air
checked.
France 695 Juliet Heavy, Houston ground, pushback approved, face east.
Pushback and engine start approved, face east, Air France 695 Juliet Heavy.
All aircraft be advised, information Tango now current, altimeter 2982.
2982. Alright, flight controls are checked. And
Delta 1217, request taxi to be active.
clear the lower DU. And
Delta
generators are
1217,
on.
runway 15 left taxi via November Foxtrot, November Charlie, November Echo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Start switches are continuous.
Runway 15 left taxi via November
Probe
Foxtrot,
heat
November
is
Charlie,
on.
November Echo,
Anti-ice
Whiskey
is
Whiskey,
off.
Delta
Packs are
1217.
auto. Packs are auto. Isolation valves auto. Flaps are set. Stab trim is set. Start levers are idle. Flight controls are checked. And recall.
Air France 695 Juliet Heavy,
Just
ready
check.
to taxi to the active.
Air France 695 Juliet Heavy, runway 9er taxi via Sierra Foxtrot, Sierra Alpha, Sierra Charlie.
Turn the taxi lights
Runway 9
on.
taxi via Sierra Foxtrot, Sierra Alpha, Sierra Charlie, Air France 695 Juliet Heavy.
Let's request taxi. United 7262 request taxi IFR.
United 7262, runway 15 left taxi via November Bravo, November Echo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Runway 15 left taxi via November Bravo, November Echo, Whiskey Whiskey, United 7262.
Delta 1217, contact Houston Tower 135.15, have a good one.
Alright.
Contact Tower 135.15, Delta 1217.
November Bravo. November Echo, Whiskey Whiskey. Alright.
Alpha, request pushback and engine start.
Alright.
Alpha Houston
We
ground,
got our
pushback
taxi
and engine
lights
start
on.
approved, face
Parking
northwest.
brake.
Pushback
Parking brake
approved,
release.
face northwest,
Config check.
Alpha.
Should be no horn. Good.
Air France 695 Juliet Heavy, contact Houston Tower 135.15.
Contact Tower 135.15, Air France 695 Juliet Heavy.
United 2689, request taxi to company gate.
United 2689, Gate Echo 2 taxi via November Sierra Foxtrot, Romeo Bravo, apron. Gate Echo 2 taxi via November, Sierra Foxtrot, Romeo Bravo, Apron, United 2689.
Alpha, request taxi to the active.
Alpha, runway 15 left taxi via Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey.
Runway 15 left taxi via Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Alpha.
It's November Romeo. So the next one should be November Echo. We're going to take a left on November Echo. And I think we take an immediate right here on Whiskey.
United 7262, contact Houston Tower 135.15.
Contact Houston Tower on 135.15, United 7262. Let's not contact them early, or it will yell at me again like it did last time. We're just going to take our time here for a second. Set our parking brake. Alright. Before takeoff checklists to the line. So config check flaps are 5 and green.
United 1242,
Stab trim is set. Takeoff briefing check. Cabin secure. Press attend.
Runway 9er cleared to land. United 1242.
Just to let them know we're about to take off.
Commutair 4301, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Commutair 4301.
Tower United 7262 holding short, runway 15 left, request takeoff clearance.
United 7262 Houston Tower, wind 175 at 3, fly heading 040, runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 040, runway 15 left, clear for takeoff, United 7262. Alright, MCP is set.
Houston
Transponder
Tower,
needs to go to
heavy. Visual runway
TARA. We're going to put the traffic on.
United 160 heavy, Houston Tower, wind 175 at 3, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
And
runway 8 left, cleared to land. United 160 heavy.
put our strobe to on, landing lights.
Houston Tower, Envoy 3876, visual runway 9er.
Envoy 3876, Houston Tower, continue.
Roger,
On.
Envoy 3876.
Envoy 3876, wind 175 at 3, runway 9er cleared to land.
Runway 9er cleared to land, Envoy 3876.
United 1242, exit left at Sierra Juliet.
Exit left at Sierra Juliet, United 1242.
Okay, so for lineup, we need to arm the auto throttle. We're going to arm
Alpha,
our,
holding short, runway 15 left.
we're going to arm VNAV.
Alpha number 2 for departure, hold short of 15 left.
Arm heading.
Affirm. Hold short of 15 left for traffic, Alpha.
Transponder is on TARA.
Houston Tower, Giant 3718 Heavy.
We
Visual
confirmed
runway 8
15 left.
Giant 3718 Heavy, Houston Tower, continue.
Alright.
Wilco, Giant 3718 Heavy.
Up to 40%.
Giant 3718 Heavy, wind 175 at 3, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8
And
left, cleared to
Toga.
land. Giant 3718 Heavy.
Houston Tower, United 1725. Visual runway 08 right.
United 1725, Houston Tower, wind 175 at 3, runway 8 right, cleared to land.
Runway 8 right, cleared to land. United 1725.
Alpha, runway 15 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait. Runway 15 left, Alpha.
Envoy 3876, exit left at Sierra Juliet.
Exit left at Sierra Juliet. Envoy 3876.
Alpha, Houston Tower, wind 175 at 3, fly heading 180, runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 180, runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff, Alpha.
United 7262, contact Houston departure, have a good day.
Houston departure, United 7262.
Houston, United 1611. 1,400 feet with information Tango.
United 1611, Houston approach, good day, altimeter 2, 982, expect the visual approach, runway 8 right.
Altimeter 2982, expect the visual approach runway 8 right. United 1611.
United 2457, airport is at your 1 o'clock 6 miles, report the field in sight.
Field in sight, United 2457.
United 2457, cleared visual approach, runway 9er.
Cleared visual approach 9er, United 2457.
United 2457, contact Houston Tower 135.15, have a good day.
Over to Tower 135.15, United 2457.
Costera 470, turn right heading 070, intercept the 8 right localizer, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 070, intercept the 8 right localizer, Costera 470.
Departure, United 7262, 4,000 feet.
Houston, United 2434, 12,100 with information Tango.
United 7262, Houston departure, radar contact, cleared direct Yankee, resume the Lyric 8, climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
Cleared direct KNTKY, resume Lyric 8, climb and maintain 17,000 feet, United 7262.
United 2434, Houston approach,
Alright.
altimeter 2982, expect
Click
the visual
direct.
approach, runway 9er.
Altimeter 2982, expect the
Up
visual approach runway 9er.
17,000.
United 2434.
Unhit.
Houston, Alpha, 1,600 feet.
Alpha, Houston departure. Good day. Radar contact, cleared direct rec and resume the Alexandria tree. Climb and maintain
Help us out a
10,000.
little bit. We need to go to...
Clear direct rake. Resume the Alexandria 3. Climb and maintain 10,000, Alpha.
We had passed
Houston, United
Kent Key or whatever it
1455,
said.
12,000 feet with information Tango.
Alright.
Costera 470, airport is at your 1 o'clock 6 miles. Report the field in
We
sight.
need to do our climb checklist.
Costera 470.
So
Costera 470, cleared visual
pressurization
approach
is
runway 8
checked,
right.
start switches off.
Cleared visual approach 8 right. Costera
Gear
470.
needs to be up and off.
Costera
Auto brake
470,
off.
contact Houston Tower 1, tree 5.15, have a good one.
Altimeters are checked.
Contact tower 135.15. Costera 470.
Air conditioner pressure is checked.
United
Engine start
1794,
switches are
airport is
off.
at your 12 o'clock 6 miles, report the field in sight.
Landing gear
Field
is
in sight,
off.
United
Auto brake is off.
1794.
Flaps are up
United 1794, cleared visual approach runway 8 left.
with no lights.
Cleared visual approach 8 left. United
And altimeters
1794.
are set. We need to hit
November
altimeter hit.
634, Charlie Echo, descend and maintain 2,100 feet, altimeter 2982.
I didn't realize that it
Descend and
wasn't
maintain
climbing this.
2,100
I
feet.
hit alt
Altimeter
intervent.
2982. November 634, Charlie Echo.
Air Shuttle 6160, leave light heading 015, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 8 left.
Leave light heading 015. Expect radar vectors for
should
visual
follow.
approach runway 8 left. Air Shuttle 6160.
That should follow our VNAV.
United 1976, leave Zoe heading 005, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 8 left.
Let's make sure we set
Leave
our lights.
Zoe heading 005. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 8 left. United 1976.
United 1794, contact United 1455, Houston approach, good day, altimeter 2982, expect
Altimeter 2982. Expect the visual approach runway 9er.
November 634. Charlie Echo, leave Canute heading 025.
Leave Newt heading 025. Expect radar vectors for visual
Something
approach
is
runway
going
8
on.
left.
Delta 1223, leave Shiv heading 050, expect radar vectors for
Leave Shiv heading 050. Expect radar vector.
Air Shuttle 6160, airport is at your 11 o'clock 9er miles, report the field in sight.
Field in sight. Air Shuttle 6160.
I guess it just had a backlog of communication. Get that to night mode. Full screen, zoom in. And we're above 10,000 feet, so fuel check is balanced. Lights need to be off. APU is off. Pressurization is check. Seatbelt signs to auto. And recall. Check. Let's make sure we go ahead and prep this as well, because we're going to want And I always forget to press clock. Damn it. I'm afraid Beyond ATC may be in trouble right now because it's stuck on generating speech. It's possibly crashed. I'm gonna go ahead and close and reopen it. Hopefully it will pick up where we left off.
Beyond ATC connected.
Houston, United 7262, 17,000 feet.
United 7262, Houston departure, good day. Radar contact, cleared direct Clavin. Resume the Lyric 8, descend, maintain 17,000 feet. Me.
Cleared direct Calvin, resume the Lyric 8, descend and maintain 17,000 feet. United 7262.
United 7262, contact Houston Center 134.8. Have a good day.
Houston Center 134.8, United 7262. Houston Center, United 7262, 17,000 feet.
United 7262, say altitude.
17,000 feet, United 7262.
United 7262, Houston Center, good day. Climb, maintain flight level 350.
Climb, maintain flight level 350, United 7262. All right. Set that to 350.
Houston Center, United 1590, descending via
And
Jessner
hit
1, flight level 300.
Alt intervent
United 1590, Houston Center, radar contact.
to get us climbing again. And we are at 18,000, so we're approaching 18,000, so I need to set standard altitude. I've also dropped my pin. Or I put it somewhere, I can't find it. Select standard on the EFIS, 18,000 feet. Pause. Yes. Let's pause for a second while I find my pen.
United 7262, contact Houston Center 126.905, take care.
I just realized that my microphone has been off. Contact Houston Center 126.95, United 7262. Houston Center, United 7262, climbing flight level 350 at flight level 250.
United 7262, Houston Center, roger.
The only thing that I had mentioned before is that our next checklist item is going to be to set our bank angle limiter to 10 degrees at flight level 300. I don't know what lakes these are.
United 7262, contact Fort Worth Center 135.1.
Fort Worth Center on 135.1, United 7262. Fort Worth Center, United 7262, climbing flight level 350 out of flight level 270.
United 7262, Fort Worth Center, roger.
Can do a little bit of prep work in here in our FMC. We can add our fixed rings. Let's go ahead and press fix. And if I remember, we were runway 22 is what we were planned. So 22 left. We're going to give us a /5 for the latest point for gears down and flaps 15. Then we're going to give us a /10 for latest point for flaps 5. And then the last one, we're going to take the cruise altitude of 350 divide by 1,000, so that gives you 35. And then we multiply that by 3, so 35 times 3 should give you 105. And that's going to be our approximate top of descent point. And so we'll be able to use that for reference against our flight computer. I wonder if there's a way to get rid of that line. I wish this symbol would not show up at all. And we just reached flight level 330, so we need to change our bank angle limiter to 10, which I'll do on my external MCP.
United 7262, contact Fort Worth Center 126.325. Have a good one.
Fort Worth Center on 26.325, United 7262. Fort Worth Center, United 7262, climbing flight level 350 out of flight level 320.
United 7262, Fort Worth Center, roger.
What was that? Change this first officer's page to something more useful. Well, the only thing that can get rid of that bar that I'm looking at is mods can delete it, but I'm also looking at somebody saying there's a mod called Better Toolbar for MSFS on flightsim.to that we can download that will get rid of that every time I move my mouse. I just want it to... I need to be able to move my mouse, but I hate seeing that thing there. with that, we should be at cruise. And we'll be at cruise for quite a while, so I will, once we hit cruise here, I'll pause the video and then I can pick back up when we're about 100 miles from top of descent. When we start doing our planning for the descent. Only other thing of significance that we're going to have here is the center fuel tank is going to become empty, and when it does, we'll get a fuel indication on our warning panel. And what we'll do is we'll go up and we'll flip off our fuel pumps, our center fuel pumps. So that's the only thing upcoming that we'll need to take care of. Alright. Well, I will be back in a little while. Alright. Alright, I brought us back just before we're about to empty out the center fuel tank, so just show you what I do to handle
Memphis
that.
Center, United 1545. Good day. Flight level 360.
United 1545, Memphis Center, roger.
And there's some traffic right there, I think. I wasn't sure if Beyond ATC already had en route traffic yet. I didn't think they did, but there's been some chatter while I've had OBS on pause, so I guess there's something. And I see something right there on the radar. I don't know what just happened a minute ago. I think I might have accidentally hit a button right after I paused OBS, but the flaps deployed all the way down to like 30%, and we started losing speed and altitude and everything. It started buzzing at me, so that was not good, but luckily we were able to recover. But I think it might have been from me picking up my keyboard or something, I'm not sure. I did download a mod while we were on pause called No Handlebar that basically deletes this little white line whenever the mouse moves from flightsim.to, and it's called No Handlebar. I just unzipped it and dropped it in the community folder, so next time the sim loads, hopefully that horrible little white bar will be gone. Those clouds just look real. Let's go outside and see what outside looks like. Wow. We even have our contrails going. Remember, we turned that switch on the overhead panel. Make sure our contrail dusting is occurring.
Memphis Center, Air Shuttle 6035. Good day. Flight level 260.
Air Shuttle 6035, Memphis Center, roger.
I almost wonder if it's worth putting on the premium voices for Beyond ATC. I know it costs more, but I just cannot stand the basic TikTok voice type speaking. It's from watching too many TikToks or YouTube shorts. That voice is just the most annoying sound in the world. Those TikTok voices, AI voices. I have half a mind to go switch the settings and just have it on premium voices all the time. I think I've been traumatized. Hopefully today I will be able to capture a screenshot of my Avia Server overhead, and I love Avia Server. Basically, it has a web page that is hosted off of this sim computer that has the entire overhead. Basically, this section plus this, and then all of this, all on a web page that allows you to manipulate all of the switches and buttons. And so what's great about that is that I just got a tablet, a cheap tablet from Amazon, and a stand called, the brand is Lovo or Leovo or something like that, but it's a pretty heavy duty stand that allows you to mount a tablet in any orientation. And so I have it mounted facing me downward at an angle, essentially similar to the way that this overhead would be. And I think we just got our first little blip of light for the fuel over there. That should be coming on soon-ish. Yeah. But anyway, what that allows me to do is basically use this tablet mounted in a similar position as my overhead. And when I move my flight simulator to a different room, I'm planning on having a much larger screen, like maybe a 27-inch touchscreen monitor that I can replace this tablet with. But it's all powered by the fact that the Avia server has this ability. Avia server also has a mod, or not a mod, but a application that is the FMC. So I actually have this FMC hosting on the same Avia server, which allows me to connect my tablet to the sim via a web page. So I have this FMC pulled up on my tablet, my old iPad that I had laying around in the closet, and basically my iPad is my FMC. So that's why
Memphis Center, United 1927, flight level 300.
United 1927, Memphis Center, roger.
that's why it allows me to type in all of that information a lot easier. And there is our fuel light. So let's go ahead and flip that one off, and we'll let the right side run that. last little 0.02 down until the light comes on. I don't know what the right procedure is for letting that empty, but I figured just run both of them until the light comes on. But anyway, so having both of those things, and what's also great is when you purchase, there's a pack that you can purchase that has multiple FMCs. So my CRJ that I fly as well, I have the FMC on there also, and my
United 72
CRJ.
Contact Memphis Center 135.3.
Memphis Center on 35.3, United 7262. Memphis Center, United 7262, flight level 350.
United 7262, Memphis Center, roger.
So it's more than one, and one of the benefits I think of having like the tablet or the screen and the software option, you know, as a touch screen to do this, is that it allows me to fly different planes without specializing so much into one specific set of hardware. I have kind of sunk, you know, some investment into specific pieces of hardware, like my Core Flight Technologies EFIS and MCP that basically allow me to have this entire MCP panel as well as this EFIS in physical form. All the buttons work. Most 99% of everything works on here. There's some specific things that are not built in, but they're, for all intents and purposes, all the functionality of these panels work. You might just have to go about it in a different way. For example, the heading knob does not have this little collared selector on it. I have to click the heading button, and when I click it, it will change the position of that back knob. Anyway, the point is that I have that. And I've done some other specialization, like go on to Etsy and buy some working.
United 7262, contact Memphis Center 128.5.
Memphis Center on 128.5, United 7262. Memphis Center, United 7262, flight level 350.
United 7262, Memphis Center, roger.
All right. That fuel pump light came on. I just noticed that we were at 0 there, and we didn't get another message, so the things that I have are from Etsy. I bought some 3D printed handles from a creator named Home Cockpit, and they have a fully functioning set of thrust lever attachments that you can put on your Logitech thrust lever assemblies. You basically slide off the little black, red, or blue knobs that come on the Logitech thrust quadrant, and then 3D printed Boeing 737 thrust handles slide on top of them and lock down with a screw, and they plug in with a USB and are recognized as a generic game controller by the computer. And so the auto throttle disengage, the toga button, and the reverse levers are all fully functional
Memphis
on
Center,
there.
Air Shuttle 6092, flight level 260.
Air Shuttle 6092, Memphis Center, roger.
And what I'm able to do is take that set of buttons, and in Spad.next, I have actually programmed those with events. Like, for example, here's the thrust reverser. Here is the toga button, and here is the auto throttle disengage. So I'm actually have functioning thrust lever handles. So that's pretty awesome. Same thing, he had a set of start switches, start levers, that I've also programmed to the engine start. So that's these guys down here. So I've got a physical set of those. I've got a 3D printed handle with tape. I got a picture of this, and in fact I think a sticker was included when I purchased it. So there was a sticker. I made a properly sized printed sticker on laser sticker paper that I then stuck out on my physical quadrant that has all of these positions.
Air Shuttle 6092, contact Memphis Center 135.3, take care.
Contact Memphis Center 135.3, Air Shuttle 6092.
So additionally, what's included is this is from Home Cockpit on Etsy, a 3D printed attachment. There's a plastic stick-on attachment that goes in the outside of my thrust quadrant that has these notches and a little pin for the flap lever to fit into those notches, and also the sticker with all of the positions set up. There is a little rubber band attachment that feeds through the top of a hook that you hot glue to the top of the lever, and basically it makes the flap lever to where you, just like in real life, you need to lift the flap lever, move it, and then set it down into one of the notches. So I have that physically in place on my Logitech thrust quadrant as well. So I like all of those things. I do have the Logitech radio panel, which is just great to have.
United 7262, contact Memphis Center 134.4.
Memphis Center on 134.4, United 7262. Memphis Center, United 7262, flight level 350.
United 7262, Memphis Center, roger.
Let's see. Can we see that?
United 7262, contact Memphis Center 135.9er.
Memphis Center 135.9er, United 7262. Memphis Center, United 7262, flight level 350.
United 7262, Memphis Center, roger.
I want to see if we can see that traffic. Unless I'm just missing it. thought that's supposed to mean that they're 1,000 feet. Difference, but I really don't see them out there. So yeah, I've got the Logitech switch panel, Logitech MCP, not MCP, but multi-panel that has a screen. And I mean, that's the stuff I started out with, but I've upgraded over time. There's more things from Core Flight Technologies that I'm looking at, like a landing gear lever with a stand for it. It would be nice. I just really don't have a space for it or a place to mount it. They have some table mount things, but my desk that I have my flight simulator mounted on right now is not really set up for that. But I'm looking to upgrade and kind of possibly even consider building in a pilot side chair and actual cockpit. So I'm thinking about it. Haven't pulled the trigger on that yet, but I'm strongly thinking about it. And if I do that, I will buy the mounting glare shield that houses the EFIS and the MCP, and I will also get the lever for the gear handle as well. And then that will kind of allow me to upgrade some of my system that I have right now. The only thing that I don't know and that I was considering as well is doing an upgrade on my actual yoke and rudders. But the issue is that I've kind of committed to the Logitech setup. I mean, I've got 2 thrust quadrants, the yoke, the rudders, and then I've got 6 of the little Logitech gauges, little screens. So I'm not sure if it's worth switching all of that stuff out unless I make the commitment to actually go the whole way, and I might, but it's going to be a redo of a lot of things, and it's going to be a lot of work to do. But regardless, I still think that the best option as far as the overhead panel and the FMC is the Avia Server. That is just a great program, and when I saw it, I got it immediately because I knew I was going to use it. I had so many tablets lying around that weren't doing anything, that were old, and I was able to repurpose all of them. So that was a great program to pick up. Well, with that being said, I think we've reached another point where there's not going to be much to do for a while. We're just about to cross over the border into Tennessee. I don't know if it'll show you the states on here, but there's Nashville right there. So we're about to cross over from Mississippi to Tennessee, and we've got a little bit of time left on our flight. Click progress there. So we'll pause the video and we'll come back when we're about 100 miles out from top of descent. All right, see you back in a little bit. All right. Well, it's a little bit early.
United 7262, contact Washington Center 1 tree 4.4.
Washington Center on 134.4, United 7262, see ya. Washington Center, United 7262, flight level 350.
United 7262, Washington Center, roger.
So it's a little bit early for us to start this, but that's okay. We can be ahead of the game a little bit. Let's get our descent planning done and our winds entered. So go down here to the FMC and click on descent. First of all, we need to change our descent speed to 250 at 10,000. So I'm going to type 250 slash and put it there. Now I'm going to click forecast and get our winds. And let it load that information out. From Simbrief and Navigraph. So that information is in there, and we'll click execute. We already entered our fix rings, so we're good there. We can check our legs page for our restrictions. Make sure that it has that programmed right. So let me go ahead and pull up the chart for that. So we're going to start with GVE. There's no restrictions there. Our first restriction is at Ferber. So let's hit next page. In Ferber we see we need to cross at 270. And then for DuPont, our DQO should be above 200. So flight level 200, so we got that. Above, Steffi should be between 13,000 and 17,000. That is in there. Somto should be at 11,000. That's there. Dylan. Let's see. ARD, our Yardley. No restriction. Dylan is 8,000. And that appears to be it. So we look like we've got all of that good. We need to look and make sure we have our ILS frequencies set. So let's pull up the ILS chart. Alright, so let's set our ILS frequency to 108.7. Alright, I've already got that set, so I'm going to go ahead and move that over. And I wanted to try to see if 115.7 is a nav frequency, but I found out that Beyond ATC doesn't support listening to nav frequencies right now, so it's not possible to listen to this arrival ATIS because we would need to tune it on the nav frequency and then listen. So that's not possible. So we can tune the south arrival ATIS on the first officer's side and just have that tuned so we can listen to that. 134.825.
Clouds at 5,000. Temperature 2.12. Altimeter 3033. Landing runway 22 left. Departing runway 22 right. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Papa. Newark Liberty Airport information, Papa. 2335 Zulu. Wind 135 at 7. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 5,000. Temperature 2.
United 7262, contact Washington Center 127.925.
Landing runway 22 left. Departing
Washington Center on
runway
127.925. United 7262.
Information, Papa. Newark Liberty Airport
United 7262, flight level 350.
United 7262, Washington Center, roger.
Alright, so let's just make sure we've got 108.7 active. And now it says to fly, climb a climbing right turn on heading 225 and inbound ARD VOR. Why does it not have the frequency for that? Well, I'm pretty sure ARD is on the approach, or the star, right? So 108.2, I guess. Let's make sure we just set that. Stand by. So we've set our ILS frequency, we set our VOR to standby for go around. We need to set our ILS
United 7262, contact Washington Center 121.675.
121.675, United 7262. Washington Center, United 7262, flight level 350.
United 7262, Washington Center, roger.
So we need to set our approach course to 219. We already checked our landing altitude is set. Airport elevation 17 feet, so we set it to 0. And we need to set our minimums. So our minimums are going to be 211. So I'll set them to 221, 10 feet above. I don't know if that's right to do, but I just always set it above. And let's go ahead and program our landing weights. So we're going to go look at progress. And at the airport, we're expected to have 7.4 left. I'm going to go ahead and close the chart. So we're expected to have 7.4 left, and we currently have 10.2. So we're going to take 10.2 minus 7.4, and that gives us 2.8. So now that we have 2.8, we're going to go to init-ref, and we are going to take our gross weight.
United 7262, Washington Center, expect Filbo 4, runway 22 left.
Expect Filbo 4, runway 22 left, United 7262. So we're going to take 141.6 minus 2.8 to give us 138.8. So we're going to type 138.8 and put it in there. And let's go over and do a calculation on our tablet. Flaps 30, auto brakes 3. VREF plus 5. And they have a VREF of 151. So 151 is equal to 146 plus 5, so that's good. We'll double click that, and we will set our auto brake to 3. All right. So that is our setup. And we can see that our top of descent is coming up here in a little bit. It's still more than 80 nautical miles out, but it's just about to come on screen, so I'll zoom in one notch so we can watch it. So things that we need to remember to do is make sure that when we start descending, we need to change our bank angle back to 25 degrees. And we also need to make sure before we get to the approach that we listen to the ATIS again. Because we'll need to report that we have that information on board.
United 7262, contact Washington Center 120.65.
Washington Center on 120.65, United 7262. Washington Center, United 7262, flight level 350.
United 7262, Washington Center, roger.
So another thing that we do, or at least it's on this checklist to do.
Washington Center, United 1697, descending via Brand 1, flight level 270.
United 1697,
make
Washington
sure
Center,
that
roger.
pilot monitoring has the terrain on, and we can go to the vertical situation display, the VSD. So we're going to press this CTR twice, which gives us this chart, and it will tell us our descent path information. And there's a lot of stuff to do on the pre-landing flows, but some things to remember specifically is that we need to put our start switches in continuous, speed brakes, landing gear, auto brakes, which we already said, and all of our lights. So our light should come on below 10,000 feet. So when we get to 10,000 feet, we're going to turn on our fixed landing lights and runway turn off lights. So there, I believe, is our top of descent coming up. In 60 miles.
United 7262, contact Washington Center 132.55.
Washington Center on 132.55, United 7262. Washington Center, United 7262, flight level 350.
United 7262, Washington Center, roger.
Washington Center, United 1697, descending via Brand 1, flight level 270.
United 1697, Washington Center, roger.
I'm gonna pause this real quick, just so I can prepare for landing. Prepare myself for landing. I will be back shortly. Alright, and I'm back. Let's get TrackIR resynchronized. There we go.
Brickyard 3631, contact Washington Center 132.525, have a good one.
Contact Washington Center 132.525, Brickyard 3631. Take care.
So we should expect them to be giving us descent clearance here soon.
Washington Center, United 1219, descending via Brand 1, flight level 329er.
United 1219, Washington Center, roger.
Good evening, Washington Center. JetBlue 1016, descending via Brand 1, flight level 255.
JetBlue 1016, Washington Center, radar contact.
Should be getting descent clearance here soon. If not, we can call and ask.
United 7262, descend via Filbo 4, arrival, Newark Liberty landing, runway 22 left, altimeter 3032.
Descend via Filbo 4, arrival, Newark Liberty landing, runway 22 left, altimeter 3032, United 7262. Alright, well, they cleared us to descend via the arrival, so that means I'm going to set my altitude to flight level 270, and I will let the plane start the descent at the top of descent. And we just need to make sure we pay attention here to our restrictions here. And we can preset our altimeter to 3032. So we should see the plane once we reach this top of descent point start to descend.
JetBlue 1016, contact Washington Center, tree 205. Have a good one.
Contact Washington Center, tree 205, JetBlue 1016.
And we've now just started descent. We've got our path indicator popped up. And we should see our throttles cut back as we descend. So now we need to be watching once we cross Ferber at 270, then we can set our next altitude as flight level 200 because we need to be above that. And with our descent, once we cross 30,000 feet, our flight level 300, we can set our bank angle limiter to 25 degrees. And we've crossed 15, 20, 25. Let's go see if we can listen to the ATIS again.
Information, Quebec. Newark Liberty Airport information, Quebec. 0034 Zulu. Wind 105 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 21. Dew point 12. Altimeter 3032. Landing runway 22 left. Departing runway 22 right. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Quebec. Newark Liberty Air.
Alright.
United 7262, contact Washington Center 132.525. Have a good one.
Washington Center on 132.525, United 7262. Set this to 20,000 feet and hit Alt Intervent to keep descending. Washington Center, United 7262, descending via Filbo 4, arrival, flight level 270.
Washington Center, United 1697, descending via Brand 1, flight level 269er.
United 7262, Washington Center, roger. United 1697, Washington Center, roger.
So our next point is we need to cross TQO DuPont. Above 2,000. 20,000. Next point is Steffi, so somewhere between 13,000 and 17,000. Our next fix is 11,000, so I'm gonna set us to 11,000 and see what it does. It should obey our path. So we're just crossing DuPont. Now it'll be interesting to see how this is handled. I'm not really sure how this is handled. With us having a between 13,000 and 17,000 feet, I guess it's gonna give us just a 3-degree angle between where we are now and this 11,000, and hopefully, or whatever angle it needs to, in order to make sure that we're between this range, and we also hit Samto at 11,000 is what my guess would be. Next milestone that we've got to do here is at 18,000 feet, our transition altitude. We need to make sure that we click our button to get off of standard altitude. And let's click that. So we're definitely below 17,000.
United 1697, contact Washington Center 125.45.
Contact Washington Center 125.45, United 1697.
We should be able to set all the way to 8,000, I'm guessing. So that's the last altitude listed on the approach, and then I'm guessing that they're going to give us lower altitudes when we get closer.
Washington Center, United 1219, good evening. Descending via Brand 1, flight level 305.
United 1219, Washington Center, roger.
And just to help with the workload that's fixed to come up here, let's get our landing lights on, runway turn off lights on, and start switches set to continuous. Also turn our logo lights on.
United 7262, contact Washington Center 124.775.
Washington Center on 124.775, United 7262. Washington Center, United 7262, descending via Filbo 4 arrival, 11,000 feet.
United 7262, Washington Center, roger.
You know, we're not supposed to go above 250, 10,000 feet, so I'm just going to go ahead and add some speed brake because I don't think we're going to make it. Well, I predicted it. It did pop up temporarily and say drag required. Give it flaps one.
Washington Center, JetBlue 593, 17,100.
JetBlue 593, Washington Center, roger. United 7262, contact Newark approach 127.85.
Newark approach on 127.85, United 7262.
Newark, Delta 2340, 500.
Delta 2340, Newark departure, radar contact, cleared direct Baga, resume the port 4, climb maintain 10,000.
Cleared direct Baga, resume to port 4. Climb maintain 10,000, Delta 2340.
Delta 2340, increase speed to 220 knots.
Increase speed to 220 knots, Delta 2340.
Approach United 7262, descending via Filbo 4, arrival 8,000 feet, information Quebec on board.
United 1388, airport is at your 2 o'clock 6 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, United 1388.
United 1388, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach 22 left, United 1388.
United 1388, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Over to Tower 118.3, United 1388.
United 7262, Newark approach, altimeter 3032, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left.
Altimeter 3032, expect visual approach, runway 22 left, United 7262. Alright, and they're going to give us a visual approach.
Delta 2340, contact New York Center 118.975.
Contact New York, Center 118.975, Delta 2340, take care.
Let's see, I don't know if we're supposed to be descending anymore. think I can set flaps 1 right now. Maybe not.
Newark, United 1697, 10,000 with information Quebec.
United 1697, Newark approach, altimeter tree 0, tree 2, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left.
Altimeter tree 0, tree 2, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left, United 1697.
So we're still supposed to be above 8,000, I think. So they haven't cleared us to descend anymore.
United 1697, leave Watcha heading tree 45, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left.
Leave Watcha heading tree 45, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left, United 1697.
United 1697, turn left, heading tree 50, vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading tree 50, United 1697.
Brickyard 3631, turn right, heading 055, intercept the 22 left localizer.
Turn right, heading 055, intercepts the 22 left localizer, Brickyard 3631.
United 1697, descend maintain 4,000 feet, altimeter tree 0, tree 2.
Descend maintain 4,000 feet, altimeter tree 0, tree 2, United 1697.
Are we supposed to descend yet? I know we gotta be at
Newark JetBlue 1016. Good evening. 10,000 feet with information Quebec.
JetBlue 1016, Newark approach, altimeter tree 0, tree 2, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left.
Altimeter tree 0, tree 2, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left, JetBlue 1016.
Newark, Brickyard 3594, 4,600 feet with information Quebec.
Brickyard 3594, Newark approach, altimeter tree 0, tree 2, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left.
Altimeter 3032, expect the visual approach runway 22 left, Brickyard 3594.
Newark, United 9er, 60 heavy, 500 feet.
United 9er 60 heavy, Newark departure, radar contact, cleared direct Baga, reassume the port 4. Climb, maintain 14,000.
Cleared direct Baga, resume the port 4. Climb, maintain 14,000. United 9er, 60 heavy.
United 7262, leave Filbo heading 110, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left.
Leave Filbo heading 110, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left, United 7262.
JetBlue 1016, leave Watcha heading tree 45, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left.
Leave Watcha heading tree 45, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left, JetBlue 1016.
Brickyard 3594, leave Suite heading tree 55, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left.
Leave Suite heading 355, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left, Brickyard 3594.
United 9er 60 heavy, maintain 220 knots.
Maintain 220 knots, United 9er, 60 heavy.
United 7262, turn right, heading 110, descend, maintain 3,000 feet, vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 18 miles.
Turn right, heading 110, descend and maintain 3,000 vectors for approach. Expect further clearance in about 18 minutes. United 7262.
Brickyard 3631, airport is at your 12 o'clock, 5 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, Brickyard 3631.
Brickyard 3631, cleared visual approach, runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach,
Okay,
22 left,
select
Brickyard
flaps
3631.
Brickyard 3631, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Contact Tower 118.3,
Speed brakes
Brickyard
armed.
3631.
JetBlue 1016, fly present heading, descend and maintain 4,000. Altimeter tree 032, vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 40 miles.
We're going to
Fly present heading,
go to
descend and
vertical
maintain
speed
4,000.
and
Altimeter
start
3032,
dropping
JetBlue 1016.
some altitude.
Newark, Lindbergh 4167, 8,300 with information Quebec.
Lindbergh 4167, Newark approach, altimeter tree 032, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left.
Altimeter 3032, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left. Lindbergh 4167.
Newark, Brickyard 3455. Good evening. 4,500 feet with information Quebec.
Brickyard 3455, Newark approach, altimeter tree 032, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left.
Altimeter 3032, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left. Brickyard 3455.
Newark, United 1219, 9,900 feet with information Quebec.
United 1219, Newark approach, good evening, altimeter tree 032, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left.
Altimeter 3032, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left, United 1219.
Brickyard 3455, leave suite heading tree 50, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left.
Leave suite heading 350. Expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left. Brickyard 3455.
Newark, American 2861, 4,300 feet with information Quebec.
Brickyard 3455, turn left, heading tree 55, vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading 355, Brickyard 3455.
American 2861, Newark approach, altimeter tree 032, expect the visual approach, runway 22 left.
Altimeter 3032, expect the visual approach runway 22 left, American 2861.
United 1219, leave Watcha heading tree 45, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left.
Leave Watcha heading 345, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left, United 1219.
American 2861, leave Sweet heading tree 55, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 22 left.
Leave Sweet heading 355, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 22 left, American 2861.
Got flaps 5 selected.
United 1219, turn left, heading tree 50, vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading 350, United 1219.
United 7262, turn right, heading 135.
Turn right, heading 135, United 7262.
United 1697, turn right, heading 055, intercept the 22 left localizer.
Turn right, heading 055, intercept the 22 left localizer, United 1697.
Select flaps 10.
United 7262, airport is at your 1 o'clock 9 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, United 7262.
United 7262, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared for the visual 22 left, United 7262.
Negative, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach runway 22 left, United 7262.
Negative, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach runway 22 left, United 7262.
Negative, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Alright, I'm gonna have to...
Cleared visual approach 22 left, United 7262.
Lindbergh 4167, leave Filbo heading tree 25, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 22 left.
Leave Filbo heading 325. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 22 left. Lindbergh 4167.
United 7262, contact Newark Tower 118.3. United 7262, contact Newark Tower 118.3. United 7262, Newark.
United 7262, contact tower 118.3, United 7262. Tower United 7262, runway 22 left.
United 7262, Newark Tower, wind 105 at 6, runway 22 left, cleared to land.
Tower United 7262, go around.
No! United 7262, cleared to land, runway 22 left.
Tower United 7262, report missed approach, go around, United 7262.
No! United 7262 cleared to land runway 22 left.
Cleared to land runway 22 left, United 7262.
No! United 7262 cleared to land runway 22 left.
Cleared to land runway 22 left, United 7262. United 7262, go around.
Lindbergh 4587, ready to go, runway 22 right.
United 7262, roger. Fly runway heading, maintain 8,000.
Fly runway heading, maintain 8,000, United 7262.
United 7262, contact Newark departure 127.85. Talk to you in a bit.
Departure on 127.85, United 7262.
Turn right, heading 015, intercept the 22 left localizer, descend and maintain 1,700 feet, altimeter 3032, Brickyard 3594.
American 552, fly present heading, descend and maintain 2,600, altimeter 3032, vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 5 miles.
Fly present heading, descend and maintain 2,600, altimeter 3032, American 552.
United 7262, climbing 8,000.
Newark, Jazz 882, good evening, 5,500 feet with information Quebec.
United 7262, welcome back. Continue.
Apparently I should have descended earlier.
United 7262, welcome back. Continue.
Continue, United 7262.
Lindbergh 4167, turn right, heading 015, intercept the 22 left localizer, descend and maintain 1,700 feet, altimeter 3032, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 015, intercept the 22 left localizer, descend and maintain 1,700 feet, altimeter 3032, Lindbergh 4167.
Brickyard 3594, airport is at your 2 o'clock 6 miles. Report the field in sight.
We just have all sorts of messed up here.
3594.
Brickyard 3594, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach 22 left, Brickyard 3594.
Brickyard 3594, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Contact Tower 118.3, Brickyard 3594.
Jazz 882, Newark approach, altimeter 3032, expect the visual approach runway 22 left.
Altimeter 3032, expect the visual approach runway 22 left, Jazz 882.
Jazz 882, leave Filbo heading 295, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 22 left.
Leave Filbo heading 295, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 22 left, Jazz 882.
United 7262, turn left heading 075.
Turn left heading 075, United 7262.
Newark, United 1499, flight level 286.
Brickyard 3455, turn right, heading 015, intercept the 22 left localizer, descend and maintain 1,700.
Turn right, heading 015,
Intercept the 22 left localizer. Descend and maintain 1,700. Brickyard 3455.
Lindbergh 4167, airport is at your 12 o'clock 6 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight. Lindbergh 4167.
Lindbergh 4167, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach 22 left. Lindbergh 4167.
Lindbergh 4167, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Over to Tower 118.3. Lindbergh 4167.
United 1219, turn right, heading 065, intercept the 22 left localizer.
Turn right, heading 065, intercept the 22 left localizer, United 1219.
American 2861, turn right, heading 015, intercept the 22 left localizer, descend, maintain 1,700 feet, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 015, intercept the 22 left localizer, descend, maintain 1,700 feet, American 2861.
JetBlue 1016, airport is at your 2 o'clock 6 miles, report the field in sight.
Field in sight, JetBlue 1016.
JetBlue 1016, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach 22 left, JetBlue 1016.
JetBlue 1016, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Over to Tower 118.3, JetBlue 1016.
United 1499, Newark departure, radar contact,
So,
cleared direct talk, resume the port 4, descend and maintain 17,000
it
feet.
didn't make me follow the normal missed approach procedure, and honestly neither did I, but I'm not really practiced enough to know what to do properly.
22 left localizer, descend, maintain 1,500.
But I also don't really know what I'm supposed to do here when it doesn't clear me to descend, and it tells me for the visual, but it doesn't.
United 7262, turn left, heading 030, descend and maintain 5,700. Expect further clearance in about 22 miles.
Turn left, heading 030, descend and maintain 5,700. We'll expect further clearance in about 22 miles. United 7262.
Brickyard 3455, airport is at your 1 o'clock 6 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, Brickyard 3455.
Brickyard 3455, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach 22 left, Brickyard 3455.
Brickyard 3455, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Contact Tower 118.3, Brickyard 3455.
Spirit Wings 1593, turn right, heading 065, intercept the 22 left localizer.
Turn right, heading 065. Intercept the 22 left localizer, Spirit Wings 1593.
Newark, United 1809, flight level 260.
United 1809, Newark departure, good evening, radar contact, cleared direct talk, resume the port 4, descend and maintain 12,000.
Cleared direct talk, resume the port 4. Descend and maintain 12,000, United 1809.
American 2861, airport is at your 1 o'clock 6 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, American 2861.
American 2861, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach 22 left, American 2861.
American 2861, contact Newark Tower 118.3. Have a good evening.
Contact Tower 118.3, American 2861.
Flaps 5.
Jazz 882, turn right, heading 015, intercept the 22 left localizer vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 015, intercept the 22 left localizer, Jazz 882.
Newark, Endeavour 5222, flight level 401.
United 1219, airport is at your 2 o'clock, 6 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, United 1219.
United 1219, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach 22 left, United 1219.
United 1219, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Over to Tower 118.3, United 1219.
Endeavour 5222, Newark departure, radar
Flaps
contact,
15.
cleared direct talk, resume to port 4, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Clear direct talk, resume the port 4. Descend and maintain flight level 190, Endeavour 5222.
American 552, airport is at your 12 o'clock, 6 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, American 552.
American 552, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach 22 left, American 552.
American 552, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Contact Tower 118.3, American 552.
Jazz 882, airport is at your 12 o'clock, 6 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, Jazz 882.
Jazz 882, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach 22 left, Jazz 882.
Jazz 882, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Over to Tower 118.3, Jazz 882. Bye-bye.
Newark, Lindbergh 4587, 1616,000.
Lindbergh 4587, Newark departure, radar contact, cleared direct Todd, resume the port 4. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Cleared direct Todd, resume the port 4. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Lindbergh 4587.
Lindbergh 4587, Newark, expect Clipper Tree, runway 19er.
Expect Clipper 3, runway 19er, Lindbergh 4587.
Spirit Wings 1593, airport is at your 2 o'clock, 6 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, Spirit Wings 1593.
Spirit Wings 1593, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach 22 left, Spirit Wings 1593.
Spirit Wings 1593, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Over to Tower 118.3, Spirit Wings 1593.
See if I can do it right this time.
Newark, United 507, flight level 271.
United 507, Newark departure, good evening, radar contact, cleared direct talk, resume the port 4, descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Cleared direct talk, resume the port 4, descend and maintain 14,000 feet. United 507.
United 7262, turn left, heading 325, descend, maintain 5,100 feet.
Turn left heading 325, descend and maintain 5,100 feet, United 7262.
Newark, Lindbergh 4490, 15,100.
United 7262, turn left, heading 255, descend, maintain 3,200 feet.
Turn left heading 255, descend and maintain 3,200 feet.
Lindbergh 4490, Newark departure, radar contact, cleared direct Baga, resume the port 4, descend maintain 10,000 feet.
Cleared direct Baga, resume the port 4, descend maintain 10,000 feet. Lindbergh 4490.
United 7262, airport is at your 11 o'clock, 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, United 7262.
United 7262, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach runway 22 left, United 7262.
Negative, cleared visual approach runway 22 left.
Cleared visual approach 22 left, United 7262.
Lindbergh 4490, reduce speed to 220 knots.
Reduce speed to 220 knots. Lindbergh 4490.
Newark, United 36 Heavy, 3000.
United 36 Heavy, Newark departure, good evening, radar contact. Cleared direct Baga, resume the port 4. Climb and maintain 14,000.
Cleared direct Baga, resume the port 4. Climb and maintain 14,000. United 36 Heavy.
United 36 Heavy, Newark, expect radar vectors, ILS runway 24.
Expect radar vectors, ILS runway 24. United 36 Heavy.
United 36 Heavy, reduce speed to 220 knots.
Reduce speed to 220 knots. United 36 Heavy.
United 7262, contact Newark Tower 118.3. Have a good evening.
Tower on 118.3, United 7262. Tower, United 7262, inbound runway 22 left.
United 7262, Newark Tower, wind 105 at 6, runway 22 left, cleared to land.
Runway 22 left, clear to land, United 7262. All right.
United 1718, holding short, runway 22 right.
United 1718, Newark Tower, wind 105 at 6, fly heading 180, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 180, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff, United 1718.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 20, 10.
Brickyard 3506, holding short, runway 22 right.
Brickyard 3506, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 22 right, Brickyard 3506.
United 7262, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, United 7262.
United 7262, contact ground 121.8.
Ground on 121.8, United 7262. Ground United 7262, request taxi to company parking.
United 7262, gate Alpha 16 taxi via November, Papa Victor Romeo Bravo Bravo Romeo Alpha Alpha 2.
Gate Alpha 16 taxi via November Papa Victor Romeo Bravo Bravo Romeo Alpha Alpha 2, United 7262.
United 1261, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Contact Tower 118.3, United 1261. Take care.
Alright, let's get the plane cleaned up. November Papa. I don't see Romeo Bravo. Get the flaps set back. Speed brake. Ground switches off. Let's start the APU. Lights to steady. And we'll just follow the follow me car. It's not going to give me clearance to cross, so we just cross. Let's get transferred. And then we can cut the engines. Turn that APU bleed on. I parked too far and a bit askew. Oh. Amongst other things. Alright, flaps up. Turn the EPU off. Alright. Go pumps off. Brake is set. Transponder. Stand by. IR assist off. Yaw taper off. Well, we tried. But we did land. Let's see if we can pull up a landing report from the Avia server. Well, it says I should have gone around. But we landed. We had a missed approach. Beyond ATC really didn't handle the missed approach, I guess, correctly, at least according to the procedure, but it did handle it. Although she was very angry that I kept telling her missed approach before repeating the cleared to land. It has crashed as of right now. So I will report whatever the crash report is for that. But thanks for coming along with this much longer flight, and I'm glad that we were able to land and only have some minor issues here at the end. That's typically what I have problem-wise. So anyway, see you next time.